There is a woman sitting somewhere in Mexico right now. The world doesn't know her name. The world doesn't know her face. And that is exactly how she survived. While the entire planet celebrated the death of Mencho, the most wanted drug lord on Earth, while presidents gave speeches and the DEA popped champagne and Mexico set off fireworks, nobody noticed her. Nobody looked for her. Nobody even thought to ask, where is his wife? And that right there, that one question that nobody asked, is the most dangerous oversight in this entire story. Let me take you back, way back, before the cartel, before the empire, before the billions. There is a little girl growing up in Jalisco, Mexico. And unlike every other cartel story you have ever heard, this girl is not poor. She is not desperate. She is not hungry. She is something far more dangerous than all of that. She is connected. Her family, the González Valencia family, are already in the business before she is old enough to fully understand what the business is. Her brother, Abigail, has built criminal networks across multiple Mexican states. Money moves through her family the way water moves through pipes, invisibly, constantly, and always in the right direction. She grows up watching power operate at its highest level. She doesn't just see it, she studies it. She learns how criminal money disappears and reappears clean on the other side. She learns which officials can be bought and which ones are too dangerous to touch. She learns the difference between the men who are loud about their power and the men who are quiet about it. And she learns very quickly that the quiet ones always last longer. Her name is Rosalinda González Valencia. And one day, at some point in her young life, she meets a young man from Michoacán, a former police officer, ambitious, brilliant, dangerous. Nobody important yet. But Rosalinda looks at him, and she sees something that nobody else around her can see. She sees exactly what he is going to become. The day Rosalinda González Valencia married Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes was the day the CJNG was born. Not officially, not on paper, but in the way that actually matters. The merging of two forces that separately were significant and together were unstoppable. He brought everything she didn't have. The mind of a cop pointed in the opposite direction, a decade of law enforcement knowledge turned into the perfect criminal playbook, fearlessness so absolute it looked like madness, and an ambition so enormous that the men around him thought he was delusional, until he wasn't. She brought everything he didn't have. Her family's established criminal infrastructure, territory, connections, relationships that took decades to build and couldn't be rushed, and something even more valuable than any of that. She knew how to make money invisible. Because here is something the movies always skip past. Violence builds a cartel. Money sustains it. Mencho could shoot down military helicopters. He could flood America with fentanyl. He could declare open warfare against the Mexican government and actually win territory. But billions of dollars of drug money doesn't just sit in a warehouse. It needs somewhere to go. It needs someone to move it. It needed her. Picture this. The CJNG at its peak is generating billions of dollars every single year. Fentanyl pouring across the U.S. border, meth, cocaine, the most profitable criminal enterprise in Mexican history, running at full capacity. And somewhere, in a room that nobody photographs, at a table that nobody films, Rosalinda is sitting with spreadsheets and shell companies and property records and front businesses, making all of it disappear. Restaurants, construction companies, real estate portfolios, agricultural operations, each one a legitimate-looking layer between the drug money and the financial system it needs to enter. Each one a wall between Mencho's name and the money that funds his army. The U.S. Treasury Department, the error she was there, when the empire took her children one by one.
She was there when the call came on February 22nd. In a story full of the most powerful men in the criminal world, every one of them fell, captured, killed, imprisoned, dismantled. She is the one who has not fallen. No bounty, no documentary, no handcuffs, just silence. And somewhere in that silence, in the mountains of Jalisco, in the encrypted messages, in the power struggle that nobody can fully see yet, she is making her next move. The king is dead. The queen is still on the board. And in this game, that changes everything.